Gamers, my worst fear about Mario Kart World is real. Somehow, gamers, Demeech returns. And it seems like he's back to his old antics because if we were to have a quick look at his channel, do you know what I guarantee? I guarantee this is probably his best performing video in like a while because Demeech literally lives for the smoke. And so does his audience, which is why whenever he does like a normal ass looking video, it doesn't get nearly as much engagement as his other stuff because his audience wants the smoke and so does he. And you know what? I respect the honesty in a way. But before we watch the video, I love looking at his community posts because he treats this like Facebook. So let's have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? Mario Kart World is out. Is it worth $80? For Oscar, I don't think any game is worth $80 really. Like I want games to be cheap. Okay, I'm an advocate for gamers, okay? No. 20 to 80. What are the comments I have to say, huh? No game. Oh, there it is, game. I clapped when Ranpan said no game is worth $80. I haven't seen this bird in a while. When in the world will he show up again? I wonder. Fucking PD. Howdy, Demeech. Anyone noticed this in Mario Kart World? There are costumes that clearly take inspiration from notable outfits like Biker Warrior and Captain Toad. But it just made me wonder, why not just have actual Biker Warrior and Captain Toad outfits? Well, I don't know. I kind of like the world interpretations of them. I kind of like them, to be honest. It feels like it feels like just a kart interpretation. Do you know what I mean? I kind of like it. I definitely noticed this. You know what I mean? I definitely noticed it. I need to unlock the Captain Toad on. It kind of looks a Boy Scout Toad. Hell yeah. It looks kind of cool. What's even stranger that Warrior's platform exactly matches the one you wore in Game & Watch. Nintendo consider both Toads to be separate, but they'll always be the same in my heart. Okay, Benjamin S.M. Fernandez, 1991. Fucking old fella. He's even older than me. But our influence people on Nintendo Switch, hypocrites. Oh my god. If you're on a Nintendo channel, it's pretty much a necessity to have one if you want to continue on Nintendo channel. It's a necessary tool. Are most influencers going to not buy a Nintendo Switch due to a boycott that may or may not? No, they want to keep their livelihood. The thing about being an influencer, you know, I kind of respect that you put that in quotes. That's probably like my least favorite term for this whole internet shtick. Like, if we're talking like terms that like what I am is, there's YouTuber, which I think works. Content creator, I like that one a bit better. Influencer is like my least favorite one. That shit's ass, bro. I fucking hate that phrase. I've always hated it. Can't wait for it to fucking die out, honestly. Either YouTuber or content creator. Because like it kind of reduces all you do to like how many people you can sway. Do you know what I mean? And I kind of like think that's a very reductive term, you know? Like YouTuber is like, oh, it's someone who does YouTube, which works, but I suppose it isn't really very versatile. But content creator works for every platform. You could be a content creator on TikTok, you could be a content creator on Instagram, you know? Content creator is like a nice catch-all term. This just feels like very corporate, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's reductive, kind of inaccurate and annoying. Whereas content creator just works. I've always hated it. So you know what, Demeech, I'll give you this. If you think about being an influencer, is that you, if you will, is that if a product is good, you'll recommend it. But if it isn't, you won't. I recommend so many games and retro handhelds to people. The one sale from me translates to more sales due to my praise of said games and systems, and it's helped people get into games like WarioWare, Pikmin, Pac-Man, and World Repack. Listen, I have, guys, if anything, I've influenced more people to try Mario Kart Super Circuit, and if there's even one person in my audience that went, you know what, this game's actually pretty alright, I'd be like, hell yeah. Out with influencer, in with manipulator. Guys, I'm a manipulator, okay? I'm a manipulator. Don't call me an influencer, okay? And on the flip side, if a game or product is bad, I'll let you guys know if it's bad or overpriced. There are shill channels out there trying to become Nintendo ambassador. Name them, Demeech, name them. I know what you're gonna say. Gamers, I know who he wants to say, right? I know who he wants to say. Honestly, I know you know. We know who he wants to say. Okay, we know who he wants to say. All right, the self-employed Nintendo lawyers. Say him, okay? Say him. But a lot of Nintendo channels just say how it is. Obviously, influencers can't prevent someone from selling well, even if it's bad. But maybe if a game could have sold more, influencers could have sold more if influencers didn't say it was bad. There's an exception though. If an influencer explicitly says I'm not buying the Switch 2 and buys one anyway, that makes him a hypocrite, especially when your channel isn't even a Nintendo channel. Is he? Muha? Oh my god, the call out. But I think that's fair. You know, I actually think that's a decent take from Demeech. You're not fair. It's not hypocritical, except for the ones who literally said they would. Yeah, I think that. Someone said it. Oh, Demeech called him out. Do you miss Pink Gold Peach? I do. Wrong side of history. It's hard to compare 1.8 Deluxe since one is finished its content 1.5 years ago and one just started. Yeah, it's a bit hard comparison. 11 years later. Oh my god, there's Demeech. Do you know what you should have done, Demeech? Should have got a picture of like I love Nintendo. You as I love Nintendo 999 holding Mario Kart 8. I'm sure you have a picture of that, right? Look at, got the chain as well. Fucking hell, bro. Get out of here. Classic SpongeBob meme. Actual Facebook tier meme. Brother just wanted a photo shoot, didn't he? Was it the same like area? No, it's a different. It's the same area. There's the potted plant in the background. I think he's found his like one good camera angle for his good side. You know what I mean? I rate it. I rate it. We'll leave this community post there though for now. He seems like a decent guy, but I ain't watching Skipper Demeech. Skipper Demeech, fucking A. Never heard that slander name before. We're gonna call him Skipper Demeech from now on. Without further ado, Demeech, take it away. It's turning you right the way up, brother.
Mario Kart World is one of my most anticipated games of all time, while simultaneously being one of the most concerning games. It's insane how the reveal went from pure hype to a ton of discourse and concern. Rightfully so, and it goes beyond the price. But Nintendo just confirmed that Mario Kart World is missing yet another important feature. But what is that feature? It has been confirmed that Mario Kart World is not launching with 200cc. First they got rid of 3 battle modes. Then it was pretty much confirmed that the game only has 32 tracks.
Which I will say is a bit of a miss. I will say is honestly a bit of a shame. I honestly don't know why they just couldn't have 200cc. It really feels like it could have been an easy thing to add. Although in a way I do respect it in the sense that it lets people get used to the tracks normally before 200cc becomes available. So I understand its omission is annoying, but if they add it back in like 3 to 6 months from now, I think it'll be no harm done. You know what I mean? It'll be no harm done.
With 2 of them being repeats, and now we're missing a full-on CC. One that has been a mainstay since 2015, a class that has been in Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Kart Tour, and even Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. I've been concerned about Mario Kart World lacking.
Oh, I love how it's he counts home circuit just to bolster his point. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like mainstay is like one hell of a stretch. Demeech be stretching that truth way too hard, man. That's funny. That's a stretch, Demeech. Come on now, brother. You know what you're doing, Demeech. You know what you're doing.
Content. What I've been predicting is that it's going
like
to
realistically, it was in one proper Mario Kart game, if we're being realistic, right? It was in one real Mario game, do you know what I mean? Tour is fine, I suppose, but Tour's on rails, so it doesn't really, I'm not counting. This is the one time I'm not counting Tour, because like, 200cc on Tour is still like an auto driver, so like, what makes 200cc fun is not only how fast you're going, but how hard it is to control. So when you remove the control aspect, that doesn't really count as 200cc for me. It might be in the game, but like, it's effectively not, if that makes sense. And home circuit, like, no one's fucking playing home circuit, man. Come on. So, like, only one real game actually has it, you know what I mean? And 200 is exclusive to the gold pass. Oh, is it really? Man, Demeech. That's... Demeech, you're stretching. You're classic Demeech. Classic.
Launch with a decent amount of content, but it will be missing important content from 8 Deluxe. I thought it would only be limited to the battle modes and a few characters missing, but nope. It is worse. However, there's a glimmer of hope, because Nintendo said that 200cc could be coming back with a future update.
Yeah.
Yep, you heard that right. Mario Kart World is launching with features missing that will likely return with quote-unquote free updates. 8 years of development time, with important features and modes missing. This means that Mario Kart World is likely going to be a part of the genre of Nintendo games that launch with an unsatisfactory amount of content, but get finished later with free updates.
I don't feel that way about Mario Kart Worlds. I would humbly disagree with you, Demeech. I understand your gung-ho nature to the free content model, because you guys know how this is, right? With the sports games especially were really egregious with that. It was with Mario Strikers Battle League and Golf Super Rush, it was very, very clear those games were like lacking. Like they felt bare bones. Like annoyingly bare bones. Mario Kart World does not feel bare bones. Like it feels like regardless of whether it feels like the dev time was used effectively, like it feels like a complete package. This game feels like a complete package. Do you know what And if they're adding free updates, I'll just consider that a W. Do you know what I mean? As in, like, they're just going to give us extra stuff, opposed content, which is good.
Is like Demeech kryptonite word.
This is crypto. It kind of is. It really is, isn't it? Yeah, free updates suck if the game is incomplete, but if it's not, then it's fantastic, right? Real question, kind of deviating here. It's weird to me, like something like Deltarune can get no hate for the free content model, but Mario Kart multiplayer can't. Are you not? Listen, but listen. Toby Fox is a little scrimbly. Toby Fox is like a little. No, Toby Fox is funny. He's quirky though. Toby Fox is quirky. He's a quirky little indie guy. He wouldn't be greedy like Nintendo. Well, yeah, obviously, like, but with Nintendo, you could argue there's precedence for them doing this shit really poorly. Though that's the I think that's the main difference when Nintendo does it versus Toby Fox. Toby Fox needs to raise the price though. He definitely needs to. All right, Camelot putting free updates obviously because the studio is small compared to the GameCube days. Even then, I think it just kind of sucked that like every game didn't feel complete in the sports era. It just really sucked. I understand the fear, but I would honestly say this is fear mongering, Demeech. I get your point. I get your point. This is you're definitely stretching. Classic Demeech stretching over here. Like, hang on. Sorry, was this not the man that was like, all of these tourists coming in to hate Nintendo, whereas I do it ethically? You guys are making shit up. What are you doing here, Demeech? What are you doing here, bro? I call this schizophrenia, and you're the poster child right now. God damn!
But the question is, how bad is this going to be? Now, usually when you think of unfinished Nintendo games finished later with free updates, the notorious sports games come to mind. These are amongst the worst examples of Nintendo's finish it later games. I'd argue that even to this day, they're not finished games. But they're in the past, and thankfully, Nintendo hasn't released games as barren as them since 2022. But then you look at something like Splatoon 3. That game launched with an ample amount of content, but got supported with free updates and DLC. That right there is the right way to go about it.
Yeah, and I feel like Mario Kart World is more Splatoon than it is sports, you know? I would say so, definitely. Would you guys say so? I would say so.
Judging Mario Kart World based on everything we know, and even after playing it, how unfinished do I think it's going to be? It's not going to be as barren as the sports games.
Yeah.
That would be daft even to suggest. But it doesn't have the luxury of Splatoon 3, where that game launched with pretty much all the important features and modes returning from prior games.
But then that begs the question, would I consider 200cc an important mode? I would say so. I would consider the missing battle mode, game modes, as important. I would say that personally. For me, I'd be more egregious about the battle modes. Like, no Bob on Blast, no Shiny Thief. To me, that's more egregious. But I would say 200cc is not. I could go with that. If you told me right now, mostly, we're going to have dev time for one extra mode, 200cc, Shiny Thief, or Bob on Blast, I'm adding Bob on Blast, you know? That's what I would say. And then maybe the other two we could make for a future free update, you know? That's what I would say. It's a fun mode, but not really required. Yeah, that's what I would say for 200. Because the battle mode definitely needed more. The battle mode is, like, bad. I've not played it yet, so I don't know how fun it is, but, like, the looks of the battle mode looks like it's bare bones, which is sad, honestly. But I think it's kind of... It's been carried by Knockout Tour being just so much fun. So much fun. It's fucking amazing. No Renegade Roundup? Yeah, that's insane. They needed to add one more battle mode. I would have added Bob on Blast, personally, because I always thought that one was cooler. But yeah, Renegade Roundup is a must. Like, they need to add that again.
As well called Mario Kart World, Mario Kart New Horizons. In case you didn't know, Animal Crossing New Horizons launched with a decent amount of content, had some really cool new additions, but it was missing fan-favorite features. Then as time went on, it got free updates. Most of these free updates brought back missing features. I will admit, I'm a more casual Animal Crossing fan, but in terms of being a Mario Kart fan, I am hardcore. I have played literally every...
This is the part where he flexes his Mario Kart expertise. Yeah, I've played every game as well. I've made videos on every game. I'm gonna go to Nintendo World in real life and play the VR one and rank all the tracks in that as well, just to prove that I'm more of a fan than you. You're the tourist compared to me. I've got Super Circuit Rainbow Road times and you don't, loser.
Game in the series. Most of the arcade games, except for Mario Kart Arcade Grand Prix VR. And the lack of important features, it stings like a sting bee. Why is Mario Kart World
Classic
similar to
Demeechism.
Animal Crossing New Horizons? Because the amount of content it likely launches with is still a decent amount. I say decent meaning that you'll definitely get hours out of the game, but it's going to feel underwhelming. And considering 200
Underwhelming? I don't know, to be honest. I would say probably the most underwhelming thing about Mario Kart World right now, I don't think it's even necessarily Mario Kart World's fault, is that technically if you're someone who bought a Switch 2 and wanted to play Switch 2 games, all you've got is really Mario Kart World to play. So I would say that's probably the most underwhelming thing about Mario Kart World. It's not necessarily the game's fault. That's probably what I would say. Like, nothing. I don't think anything about the game is underwhelming to me. I wouldn't say so. Like, this is just Demeech being Demeech Scholar Moji, I think sums it up, isn't it? Crazy. The VR one is fun. They had it at Namco Arcade in South Bank. I need to try it, man. I need to fucking try it.
PC is being considered for a future update. That likely means it's going to happen. Pretty much confirmation. But the fact of the matter is, this shouldn't have even been an issue to begin with. Nintendo had more than enough time to develop Mario Kart World, and what we're getting after 11 years is quite frankly looking to be underwhelming.
I don't know, I wouldn't say so. I just don't agree. If anything, again, like, as I said before, if anything, I'm kind of happy they didn't have 200cc, so we can get used to the tracks normally, then we can like play it with a higher class of speed. I prefer that model, personally.
I still think Mario Kart World is going to be a good game. Like, if it were on a tier list, A or B good. But the problem is, it's not going to be S tier. Going from something incredible like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to something just good, that's a downgrade. That's not a good thing.
Now, obviously, this is early days yet, chat. Obviously, because we haven't even had the game for a week. I could easily see this, provided this game gets at least some updates. I could see this easily being a better game than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 100%. 100% for me. Like, just the parkour system and knockout tour, like, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Just those two aspects of the game, like, it's already better than 8 Deluxe for me. Like, as a game to play. As an overall package, I love 8 Deluxe. 8 Deluxe is fantastic. It's a fantastic video game. And it's the most complete Mario Kart experience. But, like, moment-to-moment fun, this is great. Like, this is way better. The parkour sucks. I mean, listen, I'm a guy who, like, thinks Mirror's Edge is one of my favorite games ever made. So, any game that lets me drive on walls and ride rails is going to be fantastic. So...
And I just don't get it. Mario Kart is Nintendo's biggest franchise by a long shot. They had the blueprint to make one of the most mind-blowing games in years, but they didn't fully realize it. You have an open world, but no story to connect everything. Doesn't even need to be something grandiose, just something.
I don't care. I just don't care, Demeech, I'll be real with you. If anything, I really like the little bits of story that we got. Like, if anything, for me, I really like the fact that, like, I don't know if, technically spoilers, I guess, guys. I technically spoilers. But I really like the fact that, like, when you beat the game, when you unlock special mode, like, Rainbow Road is not unlocked by default because in the lore of the game, it's been gone. Like, Rainbow Road has not been seen for years. It's been missing. And then by you getting gold trophies in all the 7 cups, it, like, makes its appearance again. And then you can go and do it. And then when you beat the track and, like, do the credits, like, there's a newspaper article that says Rainbow Road returns. I always thought that was kind of cool. You know what I mean? I was just kind of, like, if anything, I think Mario Kart needs more of that sort of thing. I would like more of that sort of thing, where there's, like, a bit of, like, tidbits of, like, lore and story, as opposed to, like, a defined campaign. That's what I'd probably like a bit more in Mario Kart World, personally. That was an epic switch. That was just kind of cool. Like, I like those small little, like, those are my favorite things. But I'm the kind of guy, chat, who, like, I'm playing Dishonored 2 in my spare time. I'm the kind of guy who will literally listen to audio logs and just listen in on NPC conversations. Like, I love that shit. I love those, like, little bits of, like, environmental. I'm a guy who thinks Metroid Prime is one of my favorite games ever made. I love environmental storytelling. Okay, I love little bits of, like, when a game's world captivates me so much, I want to go out of my way to interact with the smaller stuff. That's when a game has hooked me. And I think it's one of the best things a game could do, if you ask me personally. Like, it was, yeah, again, in Dishonored, like, I love listening to audio logs. I love reading the little, like, books and notes you get. Like, at the beginning of every mission, like, you're on, like, a ship, like, essentially, like, you have to kind of, like, take a boat to each mission. Like, there's, like, a board with, like, all the characters, like, connected, like, because obviously you're trying to, like, solve a mystery. So, like, reading up on each of the articles, like, pre-mission, I love that shit. I love that shit so much, man. So, like, if Mario Kart could lean more into that'd make me happy. As for, like, a traditional story, I just don't think Mario Kart needs it. I just don't think so, if I'm being honest. I really, really don't think so. But super chats real quick. Thanks so much, Soliver. No campaign in the race to get. Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know. Like, what would it be? And would it be as enticing as you think it could be? I don't know. And so, thank you. The problem with Mario Kart is that there's so much content that gets fatigued. As for the story of old story, it's like Mario Party 1 or 2's world. Yeah, it's something similar like that. I wouldn't even say I got fatigued with Mario Kart's content. I just think that like the gameplay loop didn't really entice me as much as World did. Again, the wall riding, the grind rails, like everything about how World plays, I could see myself playing this game for like 10 years. Like I'm not even joking. Like if this was the next Mario Kart game for 10 years, I'm happy with that. I can see myself playing this for ages, man. I just love the parkour, wall riding, grind rail system of this game, along with knockout tour. That's all I need, really. I'm a very simple man. Just give me a battle royale inspired mode, and I'm here for life, bro. Thank you so much, DJ. I was expecting something more akin to Forza Horizon, and we basically got that, and it's fun. Yeah, crazy. I just don't know. I don't know personally. I would love Batman Arkham series. I played Arkham Asylum ages ago. I fucking loved Arkham Asylum. I think I did get Arkham City. I just didn't play it because by the time I got it, I bought a PS4 and I just wanted to play PS4 games. I think less is more. Mario Kart 8 might have 90-ish tracks, but people are saying they'll mostly enjoy only 25 of them, whereas I think Mario Kart 1 has solid tracks and the variety goes beyond that. I would say so. And besides, like this, and also let's not forget, while I think making a first impressions review is fair, obviously, because like why not? I think you have to be at least a bit cognizant of the fact that you're comparing a game that's been out for 11 years and has 96 tracks to a game that's only been out for like a week and like has the base 32. Is it a bit disappointing that it has 32 and not a bit more? Sure, but like I think you kind of have to at least bear that in mind. You just kind of have to bear that in mind. At least I think so. The world building in this game is my favorite thing. I saw a tour bus stop in Crown City and like 8 NPCs got off and walked away. Yes, that's my perfect kind of shit. If you ask me, do you know what I mean? That's my perfect kind of thing. But either way, I just humbly disagree. When people say story, I'm just like, firstly, what do you even want a story to be? And secondly, if you ask me on a personal level, I much prefer environmental storytelling. I love that shit because it's kind of like an opt-in, opt-out system. Like I know in Dishonored 2, say I got bored of the lore, because I love the gameplay of Dishonored 2. It's like kind of stealth action game. I know if I got bored of the lore, I could just play the game and have an enjoyable game. But if the world interests me enough, I can interact with little bits of the story. It's kind of like an opt-in system, you know? I like that. That's the kind of story that it's kind of like there's a lot of richness to it, but like it's up to you to find it. You get to enjoy those moments. Those are my favorite kinds of stories. It's like Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime is a perfect example of that. I scanned like fucking everything in Metroid Prime, bro. I had like a complete logbook in that game. I just love scanning and reading about the enemies, man, and the Chozo lore, bro. But yeah, if you could do that shit in Mario Kart World, do more of that. Do more of that, Nintendo. Anyway, let's keep watching.
Free roam seems like an afterthought and not the star attraction. You have 3 battle modes missing, and the battle arenas don't have distinct unique themes. 32 tracks is still low, and now, no 200cc. I know it's not even the worst case of a free update Nintendo game, but my goodness! It's crap like this that makes me miss the GameCube and Wii era that much.
Oh, welcome, yes! The GameCube era was charming! It was charming, guys! It was charming! Laugh at the boomer! Laugh at the boomer! Your childhood is gone! Gaming is better now than it ever... Fuck, I choked on my Lotus Biscoff ice cream. Gaming is better now than it ever has been, old man! Shut up, nerd! Honestly, I don't even say... The charm! The charm, games! The charm! The charm! These people. You people infuriate me. You people fucking... You're talking to a guy who recently just did a Double Dash tier list, right? And so I've been playing that game for like the last couple of days, right? At least like a week ago. I was playing it like nearly every day, right? Bruv, and yeah, are there some things that I absolutely love about the era of video games? Absolutely. But like... the one thing that annoys me about these fucking millennials, my fucking fellow millennial, is that there's no self-awareness about it. There's just never any self-awareness, man. It's always just, my childhood was just, it's just never, there's never any self-awareness about it. Oh, man, it makes me laugh every time. I wouldn't even say it annoys me, it just makes me laugh every time. It's like, my childhood. You're a slave to a time that no longer exists, all right? The best you can do is enjoy that you lived through that and don't use that to tarnish future experiences for yourself. That's the best you can do, all right? I'm speaking to you, the viewer, not Demeech, because Demeech is just... He's grifting, all right? Demeech is grifting. Money talks, dirty cash, you want it. I know what you like, Demeech. I know what you like. Oh, man.
Where Nintendo's games were pretty much guaranteed to launch jam-packed with content day one. That was the beauty.
He says this as fucking Double Dash launched with 16 tracks, bro. Double Dash had 16 tracks, fella. What are you talking about? This game has 32, like a million intermission tracks. One of the most fun modes they've ever made. Yes, the battle mode is lacking. Would it be cool if they had a bit more environmental storytelling? Maybe. But like, think about it. One thing, I don't get it. Like, if there's one thing that like you just have to. There's one thing that I absolutely love about modern video games, right? Maybe not so much Nintendo. Nintendo's a bit of a weird one, right? But how exciting is it, chat, that like when you buy a game at launch now and you play it and enjoy it, it's a fair expectation to want more and to get more in the future. That's something that we never could have dreamed about when we were children. Like, I bought Double Dash, and I had fun with Double Dash. That's just kind of it. Like, I played it, I had fun with it, but like, I couldn't expect like Double Dash 2 or like a Double Dash patch. It just was never gonna happen. Think about it. We're like, at the moment, all of us are having so much fun with fucking Mario Kart World. I'm having so much fun with this game, bro. And you're telling me there's potential for new shit in a couple months? Are you telling, like, that's one of the most mind-blowing thing about modern video games that like no one gives modern video games credit for, right? And wrongfully so. Are you, like, it's the norm to expect that. Like, the fact that Mario Kart World does not have a roadmap has people going, excuse me, what the actual fuck? Because every game has a post-game roadmap. A game launching isn't the end of the game. You could play it all, and it's fair for you to expect more content. And most of the time, the devs follow through on that. Whoa, what a wonderful time to live. What a wonderful time to live, honestly. I don't know, man. Again, all these, the game came out charm, it gave it full package. Yeah, like maybe it had a higher ceiling to hit, but once you hit that ceiling, that was it. Do you know what I mean? Like, Mario Kart 8, if it existed 10, 20 years ago, would have had 32 tracks. Would have had 32, and that was it. Like, what do you mean? But then it got DLC, and then years later, we got the BCP, broski. I don't know, this, like, again, every single person who does this whole charm. I'm glad all of you guys are kind of woke on this shit, because every single time one of these millennial bastards pulls one of these, I'm just like, you're just old. You're a slave to a time that no longer exists, all right? And believe me, I have so much fun thinking about my childhood and playing my childhood too in terms of like video games. But modern gaming is amazing, and I'm never gonna fucking stop myself from enjoying new shit. Anyway, thanks so much, Oliver. The GB Sports had 5 sports, so they're fun, of course. But I want to say it's particularly content heavy. Yeah, exactly. Look what we doing here. Yeah, Double Dash had 60 tracks, 6 battle maps, no versus races for single player, 4 unlockable characters. Yeah, like that's insane, right? And then one of the most annoying things about it is if you're playing with more than 2 people, so like 3 or 4, you can't do a Grand Prix mode, which is just really fucking annoying. Like, I remember when I was a kid, like we had to do like the pair, like we had to like me and my sibling versus another sibling, so we could do the Grand Prix mode and have the CPUs in there and like do a proper Grand Prix. You're gonna do like versus races with just the 4 of you, or even the 3 of you, which is like, it's fun, but like I wanted the CPUs in there too to like round it out, make it a more fun package. So that sucked too. Never mind the free update model, which, because most of the time they're dividing the dev team to work on other games beside that low priority stuff. It keeps the fun good. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. As I said, guys, don't. All I'm saying is that whenever it's not just Demeech gamers, you know that I'm not necessarily calling out Demeech for this, even though he does deserve to be called out. Just remember, guys. PSA: if you find any older Zoomer millennial fuck trying to pull one of these fast ones on you, don't listen to them. Okay, absolutely. You can immediately just, oh, nice opinion. You can just do that, okay? Because these guys are old. These guys are a slave to a time that doesn't exist anymore. Just point and laugh. Just point and laugh, gamers. You know how it is.
Beauty of that era, because once a game released, that was it. There was no turning back once that disc hit the shelves. I will say, most of Nintendo's single-player offerings are complete day one and have an ample amount of content, but with the multiplayer games, it really goes either way. You could have something like Splatoon 3 that has a ton of content day one, but then, you could have something like Nintendo Switch Sports that's the complete opposite. And unfortunately, Mario Kart World is on track to launch underwhelming. Before
it says who though, bro? You just making shit up, man. Like, even if we go by like the Mario Kart series, Mario Kart 8 came with like 2 much appreciated DLC pieces of content in the the Zelda pack and the Animal Crossing pack. And it ended up finishing, at least Mario Kart 8, ended up finishing with 48 tracks, which I thought was very respectable. If they did that for Mario Kart World, right? Let's say they just did 2 DLC packs, rounding out the game at 48 tracks, couple of other stuff. I'd say, yeah, that's some good post-launch content. Like, what do you mean? Like, I just don't know what he means by it. It's not like it launched with like 24 tracks or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's just crazy. So when you can't back up your points, you're just like me when I'm lying. I'm noticing you're lying, Demeech. You're noticing. I'm noticing a lot of weird things about you, Demeech. I'm noticing. Yeah, because you're applying the logic to the wrong situation, yeah. If anything, it's overwhelming in a good way. A little bit. I don't know if I'd say that exactly. I think it's perfectly well. I disagree, and I think it's correctly whelming in that it's pretty whelming.
Wrapping things up, I feel a lot of genuine criticism of Nintendo has
Also,
been
Frying
lost
Pan
in a sea of...
Frying Pan, could you stream at a time where I can actually watch you? By the way, you motherfucker. All right, you're doing it when I sleep, and it annoys me. Stop it.
Negative for the sake
and
of...
you, Mayro, as well. While I'm calling out my live stream scribblies. Could you guys like fucking stream at a time I can watch you? Just me specifically, and no one else. Thank you. That's all I ask.
Negative videos, really just grasping for straws. No, Nintendo wasn't gaslighting by having 2 Nintendo Directs in a row. That's so stupid, and it's just using a fancy buzzword for clicks. And then you have stuff like,
What's the point? Why do I even live anymore? Both of them said no to me? Game's gone. Yeah, guys, I need 2 new mods, please. I'm hosting mod applications, okay? Sorry, can I hear that bit doing it?
Negative videos, really just grasping for straws in a sea of negative for the sake of being negative videos. Really just grasping for straws. No, Nintendo wasn't gaslighting by having 2 Nintendo Directs in a row. That's so stupid, and it's just
Yeah, but like, what do you call this video then, Demeech? What do you call... Like, you're calling it... You're literally doing it live, Demeech. Like, you called out other content creators for being, like, tourists and, like, hating for the sake of hating. But, like, isn't that kind of what you're doing as well? Like, and he would say, well, I think it's fair for me to be a bit worried about the fact that this could be a Switch Sports instead of a Splatoon 3, to which I would say, if we go by the precedent that past Mario Kart games have set, i.e. Mario Kart 8, and maybe you could even argue Tour, although I would say it's a different platform, so different rules kind of apply. Mario Kart Tour ended up being Mario Kart 8 ended up being a complete package, I would say. And then 8 Deluxe obviously made it an even more complete package. So if we're going by precedence of the series, I'm personally not worried. And if we go by like other game series, and the fact that most of the time the free update model was relegated to the sports games, not like actual like proper like Nintendo releases that they seem to care about, quote unquote, also makes me go, yeah, I'm not worried about this. So I think it's just, I think you're, while the other guys might be grasping at straws, you're definitely doomsaying. Do you know what I mean? Like if if the other guys are out here like trying to grasp for just straws, but they keep missing them, and they keep, no, please, I want more straws, please, no, you're over there going, haha, what idiots. Well, anyway, puts on his "the end is near" sign. Hey, hey, the end is near. Lock up your houses, lock up your children. Nintendo is gonna leave this unfinished. Hear ye? That's how you sound, bro. Like, I can't know.
Using a fancy buzzword for clicks. And then you have stuff like, is the hype for the Nintendo Switch 2 manufactured? Because Nintendo gave retailers a sign that says, out of stock. No, it can't be. A new generation after nearly a decade?
People online. Is people online? Could you show us a screenshot that people online, for fuck's sake? The people online is real. CTUG Dante? Never seen you here before. Thanks so much for donating. Came in late and I'm confused what Demeech is talking about. He's just doing, it's just Demeech. It's just classic old man Demeech. Oh, Mario Kart bad, classic. I'm doing alright though. How about you?
And a new Mario Kart, and especially Donkey Kong, after 11 years without new entries? Totally manufactured, guys. How can Nintendo fans possibly be excited? There's no way. But on the flip side, I've been seeing comments defending stuff like Mario Kart World only having 32 tracks, and now lacking 200cc. Well, Mario Kart 8 launched with 32 tracks. What were you expecting?
Yeah.
200cc is very skill-based. Casuals just aren't comfortable playing it.
Who said this? Who said... Demeech, you have to show me... I don't believe you. But Demeech, if there's one thing, Demeech, I'll never, like, let you take. Whenever you people online, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Demeech. Like, don't get me wrong, I have a bit more of a soft spot for you than I did when I first covered you in Demeech December. I'm not gonna let you have this. Broski, I'm not letting you have this. Who said... You are making shit up. You are probably referring to, like, children on Twitter defending their favorite company. That's probably what you're referring to. Show me a screenshot. Why is it so hard to show me a screenshot, broski? You'll do all these like, I don't get it. I don't get it. It was an actual comment. Show me the comment then. Is that the actual Demeech? Hang on. Is that the actual Demeech in my chat or is that fake? Or is this fake? Hang on. Okay, it's the actual Demeech in my chat. Hello, Demeech. But Demeech, no, hey, I can yell at you in person. This is perfect. Demeech, yeah, show me a screenshot, brother. Why do you do this? Oh, people online have been doing, but I think they're idiots. You've made someone up to get mad at. You've made someone up. Show me the proof. Call them out. Name them and shame them to me. If these people are unethically going into your turf where you ethically farm Nintendo for negative clicks, and these guys are coming in with a clickbait, with their manufactured product, call them out, broski. Come on, stand on business, Demeech. What would I Love Nintendo 999 say, huh? What would he say? What would he say, Demeech? He'd be so disappointed in you right now. Anyway, let's continue.
200cc was just an extra mode and it was added as a free update in the original Mario Kart 8. Why settle for less? This is a game
Gamers, don't settle for less. Fight for more. Spoken like a true Pokemon hater, eh, Demeech? Hey! But like, as I said before, like I'm a bit more okay with 200cc being delayed. If you told me that 200cc, like, if 2 years from now 200cc wasn't a thing, and you made this video, fair. Yeah, it's been 2 years. How hard is it for you to just crank up the speed dial? Do you know what I mean? It's not that hard. We're used to this game by now. We've played all the tracks. Now give us a better way to, or a different way to experience them. But it's been 4 days, broski. Do you know what I mean? I don't show the comments to avoid the comments again here. If I do, I use the Diego profile picture to blur them out. Well, yeah, okay. Well, if I understand you want to blur them, but at least, but like, I'm gonna be honest, Demeech, I'm gonna be honest. I don't believe you when you say this. It's not that. Okay. Even if I was to believe you, I don't believe this is someone whose opinion is worth your time. Do you know what I mean? Like when you use the example of, is Nintendo manufacturing hype? Was that made by some small little scrunkly bunkly? Or was that made by someone with like a lot of influence who's spreading this hate and negativity? Does that make sense? I understand if you don't want to name or shame people. I'm a bit more okay with that personally. Because if you're a big channel, posting like content to like the masses, like influencing public opinion, I'm okay with calling you out. At that point, you're a public figure. I think you have every right to say your opinion. The same I have every right to say, fuck you, you're wrong and skibbity cringe, right? The same I'm doing to you right now. If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to smoke or you just personally think I don't want to like spread that sort of thing, that's absolutely fine. But like, as far as I just don't believe you. I'm gonna be honest, Demeech. I believe that when you saw this comment, when you saw, why are you defending Nintendo for not having 200cc? The original game, like that's probably like literally Bonefish Guy 62. Do you know what I mean? Some 12-year-old who made an account yesterday who got like 2 likes. Do you know what I mean? Is that someone whose opinion is worth your time? Or is there just some little kid defending his company because he can't afford like an Xbox and a PlayStation and has to participate in this hypothetical console? Does that make sense? That's what I'm trying to get at. So when you say this, I don't believe you, broski. I don't believe you. I just don't believe you. Oh, man.
It's been 8 years in the making. Standards change. Things evolve. The standard should be at least 48 tracks, 5 battle modes, and having all CCs. And to the people defending stuff like this, let me ask you something. What do you have to gain defending Mario Kart World missing features? What do you have to gain defending Pokemon games that didn't get fixed?
Pokemon mention! I collapsed. Gamers, start. Hey, gamers. Pokemon, welcome back. Demeech, he's back, gamers. He's back. Demeech December never dies, baby. It never dies. Good. And I can't even blame Demeech for this. I've been seeing like haven't we been seeing a lot of just random Pokemon strays lately? Like, I'm not even gonna like give Demeech too much shit for this. Like, everyone, it seems like it's just popular to hate Pokemon just like randomly on the internet at random spots. So, fair play, I suppose. But as to your overall point, hang on, let me just hear it one more time.
Let me ask you something. What do you have to gain defending Mario Kart World missing features?
Maybe it's less. Well, it depends. It depends. Like, who are you talking to here? Again, are you talking to, like, the Nintendo lands of the world who will literally just lap up everything that Nintendo puts out with no critique or no nuance, really? Or are you talking about, like, the little skrunklies who spent their whole allowance on Switch 2 and therefore are doing anything to justify their purchase? Because that's like a thing people do. I'm sure you know this, right? I'm sure you know this, Demeech. You're a smart young man, okay? You're a smart young, you know this, right? When someone spends a lot on a purchase, they want to do anything to justify even if it wasn't worth their money, okay? For me, the Switch 2, hey, it did cost a chunk of change, but if it wasn't worth it, I'll say it. Do you know what I mean? What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? Oh, come on. Am I not right? Am I not spitting facts here? What do you mean? You're just listen. You're just coping, Demeech. You're coping. You're coping and seething, Demeech. You're coping and seething. Okay, that's what you are. All right, because yeah, if someone spends a lot of money on a Switch 2, they will do whatever they can to justify their purchase. Okay, and so what you have to determine is, again, is it the big scrunkly bunklies that are saying this sort of thing, or is it little kids? Because I'm okay with you calling out these people, Demeech. What I'm saying is the narrative worth calling out? That's what I need to ask you. And to be honest, Demeech, I don't believe you. I don't believe you, okay? I've never believed you. You've always been an unreliable narrator in this regard. Do you know what I mean? I'm going back to the Demeech's side. You're wrong, kid. You know what? You were never one of ours anyway, all right? You were never one of ours. I said many times the fanboys I make fun of aren't randos. Yeah, but I'll say it again. I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Demeech. At least put some censored screenshots, right? That way, if I was to like reverse image search them, I'd find the channels you're talking about, okay? Most people aren't going to go through that effort, so I don't even think you're spreading harassment. But like I would, just to see who you're talking about. Do you know what I mean? Because like, didn't Nintendo, like, I don't want to talk about Nintendo. I didn't cover it because I didn't want to, we've squashed the beef with Nintendo Land. But I think a Nintendo man made like some shit video. Oh, people are shitting on the Switch too much. And I'm just like, shut up, nerd. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, people like him, I think, deserve to be called out on. Does that make sense? People that are just like mindlessly defending them. So if that's the kind of person you're talking about, all I'm saying is I don't believe you. Your fans might believe you, Demeech, and that's fine. But I'm saying personally, I just don't believe you. I don't believe you, brother. I believe that you've found small little scrunkly bunklies and you're just bitching at 10-year-olds. That's what I think you're doing. That's what I think you're doing, brother. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Okay? Prove me wrong. That's all I gotta say. Prove me wrong, brother. Next video, prove me wrong.
What do you have to gain defending Pokemon games that didn't get fixed until an entirely new console generation?
I get another playthrough of Scarlet and Violet gamers. That's what we get. Will you be there, chat? Scarlet and Violet playthrough 2. Fake Coco Gaming. I believe you, Demeech. I stand with Demeech. Get out of it. You know, okay, guys, I need new mods. Who's going to be a new mod? I need an anti-Demeech mod, okay?
What do you have to gain gloating about pre-orders selling out for the Switch 2? Being like, guess those boycotts really worked after all. Let's go, Nintendo!
Again, this is the perfect time to call some fucker out, all right? Are you talking about a small little scrunkly bunkly? Or are you talking about someone with like a big channel, man? I don't know. I don't believe you, bro.
First of all,
because if there were genuinely like big Nintendo YouTubers like gloating and shit, yeah, fuck them. I think they deserve to be named and shit. Personally, I think they deserve to be named and shamed. But if you don't, then that's fine. But I just don't believe you personally. I just don't believe you.
Launch? I'm pretty sure that the system sales at first will be really strong, but what the future holds is still uncertain, especially seeing if parents and casuals will accept the prices. And second off, Nintendo is not your friend. You can love their products and still be critical of them. These games and franchises have left a huge impact on many people's lives, but when people criticize things like the games and the Switch 2 price, they're not criticizing you. They're solely criticizing the games and products and nothing more. This is probably the last video I'm going to make about Mario Kart World before launch. I'll be doing a full review of it, as well as a video where I cover Mario Kart 8 Deluxe versus Mario Kart World. I'm excited
for that video, Demeech. I'm excited, okay?
And I'll have a good time with the game. But I'm unfortunately certain at this point I'm going to be, at the very least, slightly underwhelmed. Special shout out to Glitzy Terror, Cullen Wickham, Mevins 2001.
Oh, his members, the members, huh? The members. Also, while I've got you in chat, Demeech, hey, motherfucker, you stole my tiers, bro. $1.99, $4.99, and $8.99? Those are mine. Those are my tiers, broski. You stole them. Actually, in fact, you stole them but made them more expensive. My one's $3.99, not $4.99. My one is cheaper gamers. Membership now. My one, Royal Guard, is only $3.99. Either.
Channel members, you can join too and get the shout out at the end of a video. Yeah. Do you guys think Mario...
And you stole my content reaction. I'll fucking do it again, okay? I'll fucking do it again, Demeech. I'll fucking do it again, broski.
Mario Kart World is unfinished?
But you'd like that, wouldn't you? You'd like a Demeech December round 2, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
In the comments and keep God on.
I know you're like. Anyway, listen, this is just... this felt like a bit of... thank you so much, Solar Flare, for the gifted membership. Joe. Who's Joe Gamers? Joe got it. And this is Demeech. I'm not gonna lie. Not your strongest showing. No, I think you have every right to be concerned. I think your concern is fine. I just think that it's unfounded. And then when you bring up these, like, when you tangent your video with these arguments of, like, all these people are defending stuff. Look at all these people being mean. Like, to be honest, considering my track history with you, I don't know if you're talking about little Redditors, or if you're talking about like actual big channels. And before you say what makes me not believe you, literally, Demeech, you went into the Scarlet and Violet subreddit pretending to be a fan to troll people. Do you know what I mean? Like, so of course, fuck me if I think you're an unreliable narrator, right? You have a history of being a bit chicanerous, brother. You have a history. So I don't think you're that reliable narrator when it comes to like people are liars. I don't think you are. But either way, that was a little funny. It was a little funny, but a little unhinged, broski. Funny as hell, but like obviously role playing as a Redditor, that was crazy. That was crazy work, brother. It was crazy work. Anyway, overall. I guess time will tell if your video turned out to be right. You know what I mean? I guess it will turn out. Who knows, Demeech? Who knows? A year from now, just like you might be able to put me in the intro saying, I think your criticisms are unfounded. And it's like, well, you guys laughed at me then and you're not laughing anymore and you get to go for a victory lap. Who knows? Or maybe in a year from now, we'll have 200cc, we'll have DLC, we'll have a booster course pass, and I'll have the last laugh. Time will tell, okay? But gamers, do you believe? I believe, okay? I believe in my Nintendo company. All right, I'm rebranding to Sir Nintendo. All right, because I believe in my company. My company would never steer me wrong. Uncle Reggie is my best friend, and Furukawa and me, we go to lunch. Okay, we go golf on Sundays. All right, I believe. Believe in the me that believes not in Demeech. Okay, that's what I'll say, chat. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the comments before we play some games. Yeah, let's have a brief look-see. Let's see what your comments are about, eh, Demeech? Let's see what your comments are about. Let's notice some of your comments. Some bingo. Have you got a bingo card for us? If you got a bingo card for us, we'll do some bingo real quick. Pinned comment. Classic. Have we got a bingo card, gamers? Have we got Sir Musty bingo on the cards? I'll wait a brief second for CL Candy to send me one. God. I really gotta stop drinking Monster. I'm gonna get addicted to it again. You can use the Goomba fallacy one. Oh, yeah, there was one last time, I remember. So gamers, here's our bingo card for this comment section, okay? Let me save it real quick. Let me save it. I'll say it. Bingo 4. It's our 4th bingo card, gamers. So what have we got? We've got Fighting in the Trenches. We've got I Stopped Watching After. We've got Am I the Only One Who? Random meme or joke. Truth Nuke. We've got emoji spam, rude comment, buzzword Barry. Finally, someone said it. A who cares type comment. Hot takes is cold take. Comment glazing creator, free space. Actually funny comment. Respectful comment. Grammar mistake. Goomba fallacy. Classic Goomba fallacy. Musty alt account, which basically just means someone basically saying my take, but in their text. Do you know what I mean? Like, basically. Emoji spam, rage bait. Little Timmy comment. Creator reply. Checkmark commenter, creator gets owned, a nostalgia comment. Classic. What does Goomba fallacy mean? Goomba fallacy. Is my mouse out of battery, chat? Oh shit, my mouse? My mouse is out. What the hell? Demeech, did you take my batteries? Where my batteries at, broski? My battery's dead. Give me a sec. I wanna go in the other room and get a battery. What's this? 2 emoji spams? Is there? There is. CL Candy, what the hell? Why are there 2 emoji spams, broski? Oh, bingo's cancelled. Let me quickly run the other room and get a battery. I was playing a bit of Wii yesterday, so I had my batteries on standby. I got my Kodaks. Do you know that? All right, let's go. We're back in better than ever. Have we got? Is he gonna give us a different one? All right, gamers, we got a different one. This bingo card is cancelled. We got a new one, okay? Is it the same one with different ones? Okay, it's slightly different. This one's slightly different. We've got people online in there. Pinned comment that agrees with the creator and sarcastic comment meant as a insult. That's what we got instead. Yeah, Demeech stole my batteries. Would it be a Demeech video with that comment or outdated? You're right, actually, you're right. Do you do it on purpose, Demeech? I imagine, like, in 2026, he's going to reference Skippity Toilet. And it's probably going to make me unironically belly laugh. That's going to be the funniest bit. Alright, let's get the bingo card open in Paint. Bingo 5, that's what I called it. Open with? Where's open with? Open with there is open with paint. Mario Paint. All right, let's cross off the free space. Can I get like a different color? Can I get like a red? Can I get a nice big red? Yeah, there we go. I am the devil. I've given myself an X and a cross. All right, we'll keep that off to the side. All right, Demeech, let's explore. Was there? Oh no, we got pinned comment by creator. Or pinned comment. We got a pinned comment agrees with creator. We don't have pinned comment by creator. I don't know if that's a space yet. Probably should be a space if that isn't one on the cards already. It feels like they didn't have 200cc because not because of the free hours, because they didn't want to. Think so? I don't know really. I wouldn't say they didn't want to. More like they're just gonna leave that for later. I'm okay with that personally. To everyone saying in the comments, this is standard to be this way. We know that's why a standard game should have a standard price. You're just admitting that we pay more for nothing. You know, I respect that. I actually respect that. Default Dan W. I actually kind of respect that, chat. Is that people online? There's a little bit of a people online. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit. Should we classify that as a truth nuke? I don't know. They're just social justice war. He's not wrong. He's technically not wrong, right? He's people onlining, but he's not wrong. You know what I mean? He's not wrong. I think so much, Cam.
Cheese or wine are aged and eaten later. That's how Demeech
True.
Which is kinda based. Getting a skibbity jump scare in 2027 would be really funny.
You gotta do it, Demeech. Okay, write a note. We're gonna click off one per comment. We'll do people online. Technically, it's a people online. He's referencing people that we just are not there. So when you get back to Tung Sahur and Yasified Pinocchio, you have no idea what you're talking about, brother. Is that for what, father? When am I gonna? I don't know what Tung Sahur is. What brain rot am I currently on, chat? I don't know. I've already been on TikTok in a while, so I haven't really got a current brain rot I'm rotting right now. I don't think the game's unfinished. Rather, it's gonna have DLC and more content will be added later. Oh, true. I think so. I agree. Plus, they said they should add 200cc in a feature update. True for an open world game, 200cc would benefit. It would. I think it would. Reasonable comment. Can we say respectful comment? I think that counts as a respectful comment, right? That was nice and respectful. We'll click that off too. Are you stuck on brown brick? I think I'm still stuck on brown bricks. Brown bricks? Although that's kind of on the way out, you know? This is strategic. These are likely already finished, but to keep the game alive, they'll update the game with some old and some new, like Splatoon 2. Maybe that's potential. Potentially? I don't know. 18 replies? Oh, shit. How is Cube Super City a mainstay? Again, mainstay. I just didn't agree. See, Demeech, this is what you do, Demeech. You said mainstay. I don't believe you. It's not a mainstay. You lied, Demeech. Demeech, he didn't lie. He stretched the truth. You gave me that stretch arms for it. Mainstay, Demeech? Mainstay? Now you got your commenters saying it. I can't believe this. I was just keeping 200cc a mainstay of the fact that it's keeping the game alive. Anything that capping this game's needs before has a chance to run. This guy just doesn't understand how modern updates work, really. Like, from a business standpoint, I hope they haven't, but from a business standpoint, yeah, it makes perfect sense why they would hold it off for like 3 months and then they can make a big patch and then get people back in the game again. From a consumer standpoint, I personally don't mind that there's not 200cc because it gives me a chance to get used to the game at normal speed. Then we can play on 200. In Mario Kart 8 Tour and home circuit even, yeah, come on, stretching the truth there, Demeech. Come on now, you're stretching it a little bit. Tour, it's like isn't it a mode you have to buy? And it's a game on rails, so what? How fast is 200cc really if the game is on rails? And home circuit, I don't know. Demeech, do you have home circuit? You bougie, millionaire, yeah? Home circuit. Shit, dude. I bet you bought Nintendo Labo as well. You rich millionaire. I bet that's what you are. Huh? It's that middle class. It's that white picket fence middle class upbringing talking, eh, Demeech? Eh? It's all those trips to Greece talking, eh, Demeech? Are you going this summer, by the way? 200cc is like $5 a month on tour. That doesn't count. $5 a month, bruv. They're gatekeeping the faster mode. Crazy, honestly. What's this fight in the comment section? Hang on. What's going on here? Oh, it's this guy. This isn't a strategy. It's idiocy. And more comparable to the shit that shows that Nintendo. Hang on. That shows that when Mario Tennis Aces, Mario Golf Super Rush, Mario Strikers Battle, Nintendo Switch. Look, you're infecting everyone with your propaganda, Demeech. You're infecting everyone. I'm gonna have a good one, brother. he came in to defend his game, or defend his video, refuses to elaborate, leaves. I respect it, Demeech. I respect it. Mainstay in the franchise, my rear end. Oh, crazy! It was an April Fool's edition that what horrendous in its first version was not added at launch. 8DX is what made it playable, but it didn't make it more popular. The casual player base who commands the majority by itself overwhelmingly rejects it because the controls are less intuitive and too sweaty for parties. Online players dislike it because the netcode is terrible, that you get trailed by someone 3 places behind you. Have ice cream in my beard? Go on. My bad. My bad, gamers. You know, it's not ice cream, actually. I'm just getting old. I'm just getting old, gamers. I'm just getting old. I'm just getting old. Was Double Dash bad because it didn't have... Yeah, okay, this guy's just waffling. This guy's just yapping. Started out as a free update. Did it? $80 and unfinished being normalized. What the fudge? What the fudge? That's the guys. Does that count as Little Timmy comment? I'm counting that as Little Timmy. That's 100% Little Timmy. Like, brother can't swear yet, otherwise his mom's gonna take away his YouTube account if he doesn't swear. The game's going to start back in 2017. How is it possible they haven't finished it in 8 years? They haven't? It is finished? It's not finished, it's just incomplete. Oh, classic, a Demeechism. Hang on, insert random meme or joke. I mean, it's not really random, it's more of a Demeech joke in a Demeech comment section makes sense, so I'm not going to count it as a random meme or joke. Doesn't that make sense? Imagine being surprised that mainline game shipped incomplete. The plan is for you to buy more features for an already overpriced $8 game. Yeah, is that true? Is that true, Mr. Ghost of Mookie? My Pookie. Me and my screwdriver guys here! Now the game's out, this game's by no means unfinished. The lack of 200C is clear to keep the game alive later on through updates. True! That's just... Truth Nuke? Me and my screwdriver said it, therefore it's a Truth Nuke. It's a Truth Nuke, gamers. I want to say it's unfinished, but it's packed with new content, and the open world and Ross is massive. The uninnovative battle mode and lack of 200cc does suck, though. That's just true, really. Oh, checkmark! It was BitBlock as well. That's it, Demeech. My office now. Checky. We got a Checky, gamers. We got a Checky. The BitBlock. The hit YouTuber BitBlock. The hit right-winger, apparently. Yeah, that was a weird thing. On my video where I covered him, people were literally like, oh, man, this guy... Man, I used to watch BitBlock until he became right-wing. I'm like, what? People mentioned some other shit as well. I'm like, what? What's this guy's lore? I have no idea. Create reply. Oh, we do have create reply. Yeah, we do have create reply. So we can... Oh, we're getting there, gamers. We're getting there. Or we could have creator gets owned, chat. We could have creator gets owned if Demeech gets owned here. He's not a right-wing grifter now, but people kept saying like he is, you know? A bit like, who is this git, you know? He's just... You're like, oh... Standards... Hang on, what was it? Honestly, with the 32-track complaint, it doesn't make sense to me due to the fact that since DS, every game is launched with 32 tracks. I know MKDS had 96 by the time it was over, but there was 8 DLC packs from 2015 to 2023, to which he says standards change. Fair enough, that's true. Correction, you and the people that want like 50 tracks in every game, standards change. Oh, that's just bad. That's just bad. 2 of those 32 tracks are just variants, so it's 30. Just variants? That's a bit... The BitBlock laws apparently is overall it's insane. He's a massive douche, and some of his old videos would be fun to react. I've had some people recommend him. I'm gonna have to go down a rabbit hole at some point. It's called being spoiled. Demeech, you spoiled? Is this true? Demeech is spoiled like milk. That's what he is. Demeech is so spoiled. Is just spoiled ass fella. Meanwhile, Sonic Racing Crossworld will have 200cc in a supersonic speed mode at launch. Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna personally tick that off as a who cares comment. Because I do not care about Sonic Racing Crossworlds. What's it? It applies to games in general, but my take on free updates, the developers should treat it as just desserts and not missing the second half of a complete meal. And I thought this whole free update situation would change for the better entering this new era, but I'm guessing Nintendo just doesn't care. Especially for games potentially costing $8 with potential paid DLC, this game will have an NSO subscription just to play multiplayer. Talk about milking their audience dry. I agree with this, but like, I agree with this sentiment, he's right. But I do think with Mario Kart World, I've gotten a complete enough meal, I would say. Complete enough. Complete enough. I am left whelmed enough. That's what I'll say. What does Demeech say? Perfectly said, yeah, Demeech? He agrees with you, therefore. He gets a heart. I do the same thing, don't worry. They actually said the gameplay is built around 150. What's this one? Every Mario Kart is. Does it mean they shouldn't have other CC? Crazy. I'm hyped for Crossworlds. The nostalgia bug is real. Yeah, you guys, you Sonic Andes need to cope and see somewhere else, okay? EDP? Oh, good lord. Demeech, I didn't know you were harboring EDP profile pics in your comments, bro. I didn't know. I didn't know personally. I don't know. 99% of casual gamers. Why the hell is 200cc and why should we care? Classic. Is that, can we get like, I don't think we're gonna get the bottom row chat. This is what we're looking at, by the way, guys. I don't think we're gonna get the bottom row. I don't think Demeech is gonna get owned here, because I don't think he replies to a lot of comments. We could get rage bait and nostalgia comment though. We could get finally someone says it and pinned comment. Oh, we're not gonna get pinned comment because Demeech wrote his own comment. So this square is effectively out. So there's not really too many angles. We might be losing here, games. We might lose today, unfortunately. We might lose. Oh, there's Goomba again. The most frustrating thing about this situation is that I said free updates are unironically a better bet. Like, imagine if, knock on wood, they made you even pay for a feature that frankly should be in the game to begin with, in a game that's already $80. Yeah, of course you would doomsay, wouldn't you, Goomba? Wouldn't you, Goomba? Me and my father used to play WCC all the... Oh, me and my father, gamers. What is it with the Goombas? We got Goomba 1309, he sucks. We got Lonely Goomba, he hates me. Demeech, what's going on? You're harboring Goombas. Maybe we just need to kill all the Goombas, guys. I'm just gonna say it. I know. I might get banned from YouTube for saying that. I don't know, man. They don't like me. They don't like me very much. I don't know. I'm just kind of oh, here we go. One thing I'll say is annoying that, hang on. One thing I will say, I think it's annoying that some YouTubers do the smugness, think lesser of people who pre-ordered the Switch 2. Like, criticize Nintendo on all the decisions by all means. But else some YouTubers sort up their ass about it. If you pre-ordered the Switch 2, I'm gonna shame you and call you a shill. It's so insane. So yeah, both companies suck and the certified egotistical YouTubers suck. I mean, I would, to be honest, I mean, if they want to say that, they can. You just don't watch them. I don't know what to say, to be honest. If someone was to say this, I don't know. For me, I just think it's funny. Maybe I'm just maybe I'm just built different. I would love to watch a video like this. Glaze? Where? Scroll up. No, I'm not. Hey, listen, Ian. Shut up, nerds. Okay, shut up. Stop yapping at me. I'm not a fan of those channels. I don't know, Demeech. You kind of are one of those channels. Pot calling the kettle black, huh? Yeah? Yeah, Demeech? Yeah? Classic. What's it? You have a critical yet nuanced take. Bravo, sir. Bravo. Thank you for being honest. Everyone's just glazing Nintendo in his game all day. Everyone? Finally someone said it? Gamers, does this count as a... I don't know, maybe a bit of a stretch. That was a bit of rage bait. Hang on. Was there? Thought you sucked anyway, it was horrible. Oh. Are we counting that, gamers? Are we counting that? I think it counts. That's crazy. Yeah, was it. Default, that was it. It sucks, no explanation. Default Dan profile picture. First name, last name. Yeah, I think this is... Yeah, I think this is rage bait. So we just need gamers. So we just need nostalgia comment, and we win, gamers, and we win today's bingo. Do we think we can do it, gamers? Is it possible? It might be. It might not be. We'll find out. Look at it this way. At least Wild wasn't bare bones at launch. It's so mostly going to come back. Hang on, gamers. Gamers, what did Demeech have to say about me? Probably. But listen, Demeech, it's just unfortunate. I just needed something to watch while I eated my food, you know? I needed something to watch during my McDonald's. Fully agree with this. No one has the balls to say how it is. Yeah, do you know what, gamers? I'm doing it. Yeah, that's 100%. Comment glazing creator. That's 100%. 110%. That's unreal. Bruv, what I'm saying is that for me to count a comment as a glaze, if I was to get a comment like this, would I wince? And I winced reading this, and I would wince if I got this in my comments. No one has the balls to say it like you must have. Like, okay, at least zip it up when you're done, brother. At least zip it up when you're done. Come on now. Come on. Behave yourself. Family-friendly channel, okay? Can't be doing it. Don't get me wrong, I like it when people compliment me, but like, I think when people like, put me on this like pedestal, that's when I get very uncomfortable. People are like, oh, Moresty, I think you have like very nuanced. Oh yeah, fine, yeah, cheers, man, I appreciate that. I think you're very entertaining. Yeah, do you know what? Thank you, I appreciate that. Moresty, no one has the balls to say it like you do. I'm like, I think there's a lot of channels that say the same thing as me, but thanks, I guess. I get the sentiment. Like, it's, you know, when like someone puts me on this like pedestal of like that I'm like so unique and no one is doing what I do. Like I'm one of many, broski. You might like the way I do it, that's fair, but like I'm one of many. Do you know what I mean? I'm just cooking steak just like everyone else is. You might like the way I sear a good steak, but like I'm not the only one out here cooking steak. You know, loads of people can cook steak. I just like mine medium well, little bit of steak sauce on the side, New York strip, you know. Little bit, maybe a side order of something, you know, like maybe some sweet potato fries, you know, something like that, you know what I mean? But I don't think what I'm doing is particularly unique. So when people do that, that's when I get uncomfortable. Just to make it clear, that's when I get uncomfortable. When people like make it seem like I'm this unique, special snowflake amongst everyone else. I'm like, go on, brother. Medium well is D tier. You know what it is, Mike? I get uneasy when the meat is too red. Because, like, I grew up Somalian, right? All the meat by default is well done. And I understand that, like, rare meat just has a more juicier, punchier taste. But, like, I see the red inside the meat and I just, like... It like, makes me... It fucks with me. I literally can't... I vomit. Even though it tastes nicer, like, I've heard it tastes nicer, I just can't do it. Like, I literally can't do it. It's like a reflex, you know what I mean? I maybe need to get over it, but, like, yeah, I just can't do it, do you know what I mean? I need the steak to have some blood. I see the blood and I literally want to throw up. I'm being serious. I would love to try it because I've heard like medium rare, it tastes like amazing. And I'm like, I'd love to try it. It's just when I look at other tables and I see like the blood coming off their steak, I'm like, it literally makes me want to vom, bro. I can't do it. I just can't eat it. So I've stepped down to medium well. I might step down to medium at some point. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to like, I have to slowly get down. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is. It's just weird. It's just weird. Do you know what I mean? I don't doubt it's tastier. I don't doubt it's tastier, but I'm just like, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I like eating red meat unless I make it, because then if I make it, it means there's 100% mix. So basically, yeah. We need to get Mr. eating tartar, yeah? I'm gonna try steak. Steak is good, you should try it. Definitely try it. But yeah, I've managed to get down from well done to medium well. I'm eventually gonna get down to medium, alright? Give me some time, Jack. Give me some time. I'll get there. Anyway, wait. Katie, I remember Katie Lady. They're a Demeech. I'm gonna be completely honest. I do not care for 200cc. I think you're firstly downvote. Demeech, you need to delete this guy. This is just mean, okay? If I was completely honest, many tracks didn't gain anything from driving on faster. Hell, many tracks in 8 Deluxe still not optimized. The DLC ones especially, as well as the original 32, play so bad. It would even appear in online lobbies outside private ones. So essentially, just a crucial, literally that crucial feature, a mainly made base and DLC cores actively worse, and wasn't even implemented online because it was just a fun tool to play with. Do I think it needs to be an option? Yeah, sure. No one gains anything from less features. Do I think it's an invaluable feature that needs to implement it at launch? No, I do not, and so many people I regularly play Mario Kart with agree. The mode is really unpopular, and you think it's only popular because you fell for the trap of thinking the online space reflects the general Mario Kart audience. Whoops. You know, she's one of our own gamers. Katie Lady is one of our own. 100%. If we didn't have Truth Nuke clicked already, that's 100% a Truth Nuke. That's a Truth Nuke. 100%. I say this again, it should be an option, but if it's added a few months after launch with new characters, costumes, tracks, to always make the game replayable. I prefer that to a game that can be never updated. But if I look at the rest of the series, I would have loved a DLC for Mario Kart Wii that added a mission mode. I love the Mario Kart 7 update that featured versus mode in single player. And I like the free update in Mario Kart 8 that originally gave us 200cc in the first place. So with all that being said, this game is so much bigger than the games before. The standard has changed, which is exactly why Mario Kart World has a gigantic map with tons of missions and secrets to find, as well as the biggest roster of any game in the series. Tracks that feel interconnected and feature a bunch of stuff that you can find in free roam, and overall the scope is something you can't even compare slightly to Animal Crossing New Horizons. The game feels fresh in the way the Mario Kart DS did, with retro tracks and mission mode. I just think it's that much of a step. I just don't think it's that as much of a step as Mario Kart World does. So to answer your question in the video, I do not gain anything from defending this game, but also do not gain anything from pretending to be mad about features not in the base game I don't really care about. If I only get 30 tracks, but all of the tracks take place in this giant map to explore, then I'll take 48 tracks over the traditional Mario Kart any day. And if I can't play 200cc, but drive as Catquack on a rub bike through Toad's factory, I'll also take that over 200cc at launch every single day. The price is horrible, but other than that, I don't have any complaints from what I've seen. So demanding me to agree with your points because I don't gain anything from just being happy to play the game tomorrow, I don't know, that just sounds childish to me. Well said. Well said, honestly. Well said. These are the kind of comments I like. Not even necessarily because I agree with Katie Lady, just to clarify, but I always like when people give me like detailed, like nuanced comments on like my videos. I love comments like these. I think these are like the best kinds of comments. It's someone that very clearly engaged with your video and has something to add. Do you know what I mean? It just happens that I obviously agree with Katie Lady, therefore their comment is amazing. Musty alt account. To say this is my alt account would be giving myself too much credit. I definitely I don't think I could write this much detail. So I'm not going to say this is Musty's alt account. Way too poignant for someone like me. Way too poignant. That being said, gamers, I'm gonna try and fish for a nostalgia comment so we can see if we can win. Gamers, we'll give it how long until the music fades out? Guys, we've got 2 minutes before the music fades out. If the music fades out and we haven't got a nostalgia comment, we lose. Okay, guys, we've got 2 minutes. We've got 2 minutes. Let's go. If you see one, point it to me. Oh, a rent. This is like a nitpick reel. I would read this, but again, we've got 2 minutes. We've got 2 minutes. We've got 2 minutes of rent. As someone who basically plays, I hate this. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, you're gonna cry at me unfinished. If I'm paying for $8 for the stupid game I expect it to be, people, of course you heart the people online comment, right? Of course you do. Oh, there's music. Oh, you guys not hearing it? Are you guys not hearing the Bravo 6 music? It's playing through my headphones. It's low. Oh, okay, my bad. Was it too low? Now it's good? Okay. So there's always like a balance. There's like a balance issue between my headphones and the stream. It's really annoying. I can never quite find the right level for both of us. It's good now? Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's go, 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 go. All right. This is going to age like milk. Oh, Javier doesn't believe in you, brother. He doesn't believe in you. Where's your sauce? Sauce? Willie Afton. Ask for a sauce, bro. Sorry, bro. I don't mean not to hate, but I just don't think I can fully believe you to show me actual evidence for your claims or I plays the game. I upvote. Exactly. True. Where's the screenshots, Demeech? Come on. Give me like some nostalgia. Give me like some Mario Kart Wii. Do we like Control F Mario Kart Wii? And see if we find anything. Why does he only have one costume? True. I don't know why he has. I don't know. To be honest. Thank you for being honest, Demeech. Thank you. Thank you for being honest. So guys, what do you expect? Mario Kart World will own a Mario Kart game for at least 10 years. Nintendo wants to earn as much money as they can, so the free updates and expensive deals are sadly the norm. Yeah, Goku, you're wrong. This video... Oh, hang on. This video feels extremely disingenuous. The complaints about 200cc isn't being in the game. I'll be real. 200cc made a lot of the tracks unplayable, and a lot of the gaps are no longer capable of being cleared, or you overshoot and fall into a pit. Potential create its own potential. Hang on, let's find out. Does it suck not being in the game? I mean, yeah, I guess. But the whole point, if it's the entire point of this video, the game was based on 150 in mind, and I'm just here to chill. If 200cc matters that much, maybe I'd understand, but if MK8's Deluxe's case, it's just made the game unplayable, Imo. The music's gone, gamers, the music's gone. Also, I don't understand the comments about 48 tracks being the standard as well as 200cc. Mario Kart released with 32 tracks and 4 new cups. Mario Kart sold us that complete package and 200cc. I understand the point of, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild should have had dungeons like the standard, but it didn't. I don't know. Keck W, good lord. I want to get this game having a good time. I don't see the need to be pressed like something like this at all. What does Demeech say? Oh, yeah, just to clarify, yeah, I agree, Luigi Sidekick. I think when people say 200cc was unplayable, yeah, I've seen this take a couple times. I disagree. I think there were definitely some tracks that were like, but I think 200cc made the game fun. It was fun, honestly. I know 200cc missing in isolation isn't a huge deal, but if you like add the 3 battle modes, the low amount of tracks, and the concerning. Demeech loves this word. I'm concerned, gamers. I'm concerned. Nintendo really set up this game to be the highest of standards, making it 18. Criticizing the price has become redundant. You forget that you can get the bundle. Okay, this is just a shit take. If anything, you can kind of own just. I hate this take. This take is ass, by the way. If I'm the nostalgia, hang on, let me do Wii. Let's go at this. Oh, hang on. I also wish we had all the fan favorite characters from the game from the get go and not hold them off the DLC. Diddy Kong, a character who always been in the game like since game created. Basically, I want to count this as nostalgia. Have we got any more Wii stands? Search for GameCube. Let's find it. Oh, Wii U gamepad is what we found. Not that one. I think this is Katie Lady's one. I don't think we're getting it. I don't think we're getting it, gamers. I think it's over. Gamers. I think it's over. Let's search for charm. Charm. Damn it, nothing. There is nothing left. Try GameCube. What's that? However, one thing you said is... Oh, nothing here. Yeah, nothing. We got nothing, gamers. We got nothing. It's over. I think it's finished. You're overreacting. I think it's over, gamers. I think we lose. I think we lose, gamers. I think we lose. We're not getting it, gamers. We're not getting it. I'll give it like another 20 seconds. We'll do one final scroll. We'll do one final scroll. Search for my father. It's not happening. I think we lose, gamers. I think we lose. Pokemon Stray. Hang on. We need Pokemon Stray. See, okay, we need Pokemon Stray, okay? I saw wished we got the Mii's back. Hang on. How about wished? Just wished? There's nothing. Nothing comes up. I don't see it. I don't see it again. I think it's over. Nintendo isn't my friend, but you're not either. Hang on. Nintendo gives me attractive Peach? Hey, yo. Hey, yo, gamers. Hey, yo. What about Rosalina? Rosalina's right there. Just making something up. I love it so much. Fake criticism. Rants, yes. I like your content and no free updates. Yet you're still gonna buy the game. Elbozo video. Hang on. Hang on. We're at the bottom of the comments, gamers. We've reached the bottom, so we lose. We actually lose, gamers. We lose. You're a really weird dude. Voice include. That's just mean. Demeech, I would delete someone like this. Right. Didn't mean to offend you that I'm weird. Bruv, come on now. But you've been spoiled by 11 years worth of DLC that Mario... 11 years worth of DLC is crazy. That's a crazy take. $80 spoiled as if Nintendo's giving them away. Technically, it's not even 32 because two of them are... See, Goomba. It's Goomba. Goomba's... He's up there. Me? Okay, we'll do one more search for me and then we lose, gamers. We lose, okay? I hope the updates add the Mii's. I'm not counting that as a nostalgia comment. That doesn't count. Okay, this counts. Okay, this counts, gamers. This counts. Okay, I'll count that one. All right, gamers. It took a little bit of overtime, but I think it's fair to say that we won, gamers. We won. We went on for a lot longer than we should have, so it's a bit of an Ungus Bungus win, but it's a win nonetheless. I think for the future we're gonna cap it at like 15 minutes, chat. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a 15-minute cap. That's what we're gonna do. Memberships? I can't do it anymore, okay? I can't do it! Hang on, can I? It won't let me, gamers. Gambling cancelled, okay? And until next bingo session, sayonara, okay? Can't do gambling, okay? They won't let me. They won't let me! Either way, gamers, final closing thoughts, Demeech. Mr. Meech, closing thoughts, my fella. Yeah, I think this is fear-mongering at best. This is bad faith at worst, that's what I would say. And ideally, in order to prove myself correct, in a year from now, you'll be proven wrong, and you'll be cringe and skibbity toilet. Or, in a year from now, if Nintendo hasn't done anything, you'll be right, and I'll have egg on my face. In which case, I'm expecting you to do a victory lap. I'm expecting you to do it, okay? That's what I can say. But for now, Demeech, I think you're wrong, and skibbity toilet riz. And we'll leave it there, gamers. And we'll leave it there.